football at dinner time. When you're ready for football, it's ready anytime. This is the 148th episode of this lovely, great, fun, positive show, and I'm hanging up the cleats. Yes, this is my retirement speech, and this is tough, difficult, emotional, and everything in between. However, the timing is right, and I must pass the mic to the next great host who will be leading this show. I have met Alejandro on several occasions. He has picked my brain, and this show will not miss a beat with him at the helm. I promise you that. I want to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart, starting with the producers, the callers, especially the crazy ones, my wife, who will always be my number one, my fellow commentators, Salvador, I will not stretching even through retirement, promise you that. Arnold, keep pumping those fantasy freaks. Randy Savage, the wildest, most loyal friend. I will miss our long talks. For the people that give me the greatest joy, who always approach me with a great big smile, the reason the show is what it is. You, the fans. I appreciate the fans so much, and I cannot sincerely thank you fans enough for all the support. Lastly, to all the fans wondering how I will end this speech, I hope you know there is only one way. You heard me end every show this way, and this speech is no different. So here we go. It doesn't matter if you are a man, woman, or child. If you throw the ball with your left or right, keep throwing, keep catching, and never stop running. Thank you, everyone. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Signing off, Jean-Cross Toastt. Jean-Cross, everybody. Jean-Cross Toastt. A legend. A last action hero. Someone I have admired from T1. And since day one, it has been an honor and a privilege to be a part of this growing show. Toastt, you are a true Terminator, and you help me find my voice. Please, never hesitate to give your friend a call. I will always be there for you. Okay, and now for the new guy. He may not be Brad Pitt, Sandra Bullock, or Christian Bale, but he is the new leading voice, the new Batman in town, ready to slay all of the villains, but not Mr. Freeze, of course. And without further ado, Alejandro Jesus de la Cruz Gomez III. Wow, Arnold. That was truly a fantastic introduction. So movie-like, inspirational. It makes me very excited to start the show and to get to know all of the fantasy freaks out there. My name is Alejandro Jesus de la Cruz Gomez III, and I want to say hello and hola to everybody. Fantasy freaks, newbies, and bros. This is my first time running the show, and I have very big shoes to fill. Senor Toastt ages like fine Chilean wine and made this show truly great. It is my job to keep the ball rolling, as they say, and to become the best host I possibly can be. Find my inner Regis Philbin, Oprah, Jon Stewart, and grow into my new cape as Batman. Hold on 1 second, Batman. Alejandro, you ain't no Batman. You're just a simple man. Yeah, that's right. Well, I am one of the greatest intercontinental champions the world has ever seen. Yeah. So you think you're a Batman, huh? Well, with all due respect, Macho Man Randy Savage, it was Arnold who called me Batman of the show. And I think you could say I'm still trying to find my wings, so to speak. Still finding your wings? Well, it's important to be humble, and if you cannot be humble on your own, the Macho Man can help you find humility. Yeah, I'll help with that, no problem. I don't know if Arnold the Terminator serves humble pie, but the Macho Man serves his humble pies with an elbow all the way from the top of the ropes. Yeah. I greatly appreciate that, Macho Man. Humility is a great virtue, and it is a badge I wear proudly. Checks and balances are very important in life, and I am happy to know that the great Macho Man, the best intercontinental champion himself, will be a part of this show and keep everyone in line. Your strong voice is highly valued in the show. Moving along, I believe we are done with the introductions and are ready to kick off this show.
Okay, kick off this year. Alright, boys, kick off time. Yeah, let's kick this off right. We're so sorry to interrupt, but we got to say something. The Bears, yeah, the Bears, the best team in the world. We are 1-1 starting off the 2021 season. Hibernation is over and we are trending up. Yeah, we practically broke the meter on trending. And it looks like our brand new star cub Justin Fields may get the start Sunday. Yeah, we like to call Justin Fields Justin the Cat Fields because he is so fast and agile. Once Justin the Cat hits the field, you can't catch him. Yeah, you got a better chance catching a meteor out of the sky than you do catching Justin. Da Bears.
Fantasy freaks, you know who that was. To those that don't know and are new to the show, that was the boys from the windy city of Chicago. And they are the biggest fanatics of Coach Ditka and the Chicago Bears. These are fantasy football experts who can help you with your roster, answer questions about who to start, and trade talk. If you have any questions to ask the Ditkas, please do not hesitate to ask. This is a great time to segue into the ethos of the show and what it is all about. We want to focus on being positive and welcoming to everyone. Arnold will kindly step in and fill you all in. Yes, the show's not only geared towards the fantasy freaks. We want people who are new to the sport of football or fantasy football to come and enjoy the show. If you don't partake in fantasy or like football, come have fun with us. We believe in making this a welcoming, positive experience for everybody. Brown, green, blue, purple. It doesn't matter what you are. Join in and be a part of the show that wants you to be you and be part of a community that prioritizes fun and happiness for all. We believe if you interact with the show, comment, or call in, I, Arnold, will guarantee you that you will find a new friend in this community. So let me do a quick explanation as to what is a fantasy freak. Fantasy freaks are longtime listeners and someone who has been playing fantasy football for years. They consider themselves pros in fantasy football and love to play the game every season and have coined those people fantasy freaks. We encourage all fantasy freaks to be positive role models and to help the community by sharing their thoughts. When someone makes a comment, posing a fantasy question, fantasy freaks are eager to help, answer, and share their expertise. We encourage open dialogue in our comment section and allow everyone to share their voice and opinion. Yes, yes, yes. I don't I would also like to add, we believe in healthy debates and value everyone's opinion. Smack talk is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with showing the passion you have for your team. But always be respectful and keep it tasteful. Keep it in the realm of a PG-13 to rated R movie. We know Arnold has been in plenty of movies with those ratings. Isn't that right, Arnold? Yeah, yeah. I was in Junior, where I was a pregnant male, Total Recall, and my famous one, where I was a cybernetic organism, the Terminator T-800. You make a very good point, AJ. Alejandro, I'm going to start calling you AJ. What do you think, huh? Well, people who listen to the show for free to talk smack, show everyone how pumped you are. We like to see all that passion. Come on, be pumped. And just for you fantasy freaks, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Danny DeVito and I, we are in the works on a sequel for Twins, and it's going to be great. You keep listening to the show, who knows? And maybe I reveal the new title of the sequel and what big, huge, very funny star is going to be in the movie. And if I don't tell everyone in this episode, I promise next episode, listen in. Everyone will know the new hilarious star we got on board. Okay, Arnold. I don't know about you, but I am ready to rock this show. Let us update everyone on injuries in the league. Our very own Salvador, spelled with the C. Take it away. Namaste. And thank you, Alejandro. But first I must say, Mr. Toastt, I love you, dear friend. I will begin my reports with the quarterbacks, the maestros on the field. Big blow to the Houston Texans as they lose their starting QB, Tyrod Taylor. He pulled his hamstring and is expected to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Stretch, breathe, and take it easy, Mr. Taylor. And you will be back in no time. 2 players showing up on the injury report with ankle issues, David Garr and Carson Wentz. One seems to be on the more serious side. David Garr is showing up as questionable, but I believe he will be fine for week 3 against Miami. Carson Wentz has unfortunately sprained both of his ankles and is questionable. I suggest everybody keep an eye on their league's injury news and if you have Colts player on your team. Big Ben Roethlisberger is dealing with the pectoral issue and his current status is questionable. It is possible he is playing through the pain these past weeks and may not be in danger this week's game against Cincinnati Bengals. Next in line is Andy Dalton, who is questionable with a banged up knee. Dalton is not officially ruled out, but rookie Justin Fields may get his first start against the Browns. Saving the best for last, quite possibly the best QB in the league, Tua Tagovailoa. Okay, I'm kidding. Tua has been ruled out for week 3. Tua is not the best QB in the league. Moving on. to the pass catchers. First up, Amari Cooper. He suffered a rib injury, and this is a tough spot for fantasy owners as the Cowboys play Monday night against the Eagles. His status is questionable at the moment. Deontay Johnson suffered an injury in the last play of the game in their loss to the Raiders. Fortunately enough, it was not bad as it initially looked. His status is currently questionable. Antonio Brown is on the C-19 list and will have to take 2 negative tests before he is cleared to play Sunday in LA against the Rams. Jarvis Landry will be missing 3 weeks as he has been put on the IR with the MCL injury. Landry will be missing those 3 games, which will be the first time he is missing games due to injury. Running back for the Las Vegas Raiders, Josh Jacobs is dealing with turf toe and a bad ankle. He missed week 2 and is trending to miss the 3rd week as well. Last player to report is tight end James O'Shaughnessy for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was placed on the IR with an ankle injury. He is likely back after their Week 7 bye. Salvador, gracias for all of the hard work you put in, the countless hours you spend talking with different organizations in the league and keeping us up to date on what players may be in or out. Your work and dedication is greatly appreciated. It is my pleasure and my life's work to inform the masses during the injury report. This is the first time we are working together, Alejandro. I know Arnold to be a big and strong man. I am a man who loves my yoga and always wants to know about other people's regimen and when it comes to yoga or stretching. So, do you love yoga as much as I do? I do not partake in yoga or stretching, but I do believe it is important to have a healthy mind and body to feed the soul. Thank you for your question, Salvador, and I look forward to working with you. Arnold, I have a question for you as you are the veteran of the show, being here since episode 1. Why do we start every season after week 2 or 3? Yeah, well, it is important we let things develop. Who would have guessed Aaron Rodgers would put up less than 2 fantasy points in week 1? Come on, 2 points, week 1. Aaron Rodgers, impossible. Then you see what he did next. He exploded, bounced back in week 2. How many points? 34.8 points. That's good. We like to let things develop and not get too overzealous too early and cost one of our fantasy freaks a victory. We're here to help our fans and listeners win in fantasy. That's what we're here for. Well said, Arnold. Well said. We want to help our listeners, and we also want to do our best to help them achieve as many victories week to week. We have a lot of great experts with many years of fantasy experience on the show, and I speak for us all when I say we are more than happy to answer your questions. So please use the comment section, as this is the easiest way to interact with the show. Arnold, it is time for your favorite segment, Pump-A-Holics, where you scout the whole league and you pick 1 QB, top 2 wide receivers, top 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 kicker, and 1 team defense And inform us all, what makes you so pumped about them?
I like to bump it, bump it. I like to bump it, bump it. Come on in, bump it. Yeah, Pump-A-Holics starting now. Get bumped. Yeah, get bumped, Pump-A-Holics. Let's all get bumped. Now let me explain real quick in this segment what I base the points off of. Passing TD, 6 points. Rushing TD, 6 points. Receiving TD, 6 points. And this is half point per reception. Above what I just explained to you, freaks, is the structure the show will be based from. So adjust the points accordingly to your league settings. Because our league goes off of those points and they may be different from what your league does. Okay, let's go to the first guy I'm really pumped for. This is a Pump-A-Holic number 1, numero uno, Kyler Murray. He's not only throwing bullets, but he is running bullets in for TDs as well. He has thrown the bullet for 689 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 3 pickles. Yeah, only 3 pickles. That's INTs, interceptions, only 3. And he has run the bullet in for 2 touchdowns. I'm gonna tell you something. This kid is hot. Hotter than the liquefied steel that they dropped me in T2. Okay, next up. I don't know if this kid is a Disney Kids theme ride or if his real name is Cooper Kupp. But the top wide receiver in the league right now is my neighbor, Cooper Kupp. Yeah, he lives 2 houses down from me. His play is incredible at the moment, catching 16 balls, totaling 271 yards, 3 touchdowns. This kid really pumps me up, especially since he plays for LA. Who else? The Rams. Let's go. Number 3, Tyler Lockett in the rainy city of Seattle is playing extremely well, catching 12 balls, 278 yards, and 3 touchdowns for him too. Russell is cooking and he is locked in on Lockett. Yeah. And now, some position, which is my favorite. I get really pumped for them. Running backs, yeah. And the king wearing the crown is none other than King Henry himself, Derrick Henry. He is big, he is fast, he is strong. How do you stop this predator? You can't. You can only wish to contain him. He has rushed the rock 52 times, 240 yards, 3 touchdowns, plus catching the ball 9 times, 74 yards. I don't even think my character Dutch can stop this predator. And another apex predator, or should I call him a slasher? Because he's not only runs the rock, but he catches the rock very efficiently. He is dangerous behind the QB or out wide as a wide receiver. CMC himself, Christian McCaffrey, son of my favorite wide receiver. He's a nuisance for any team trying to stop him. So far he has ran 45 times, 170 yards, 1 touchdown, plus 14 receptions, 154 yards. Moving on, the top TD in the league, by no surprise, Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce, catching 13 balls, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns. I get pumped for a big man. I get really pumped. Big guys who can run down the field and catch balls. And no one does it better than Kelce. Expect big season out of Kelce. Okay, I don't get too pumped for kickers, but the top dog is Daniel Carson for the Las Vegas Raiders. He's got the most fantasy points. Currently, there are 3 defenses tied with the same amount of fantasy points. It's Patriots, Panthers, Bills, and none of them really excite me. But if I'm picking one, I'll pick the Bills. Bills Mafia, Buffalo Bills. They're a much stronger team, and they're gonna perform better down the road.
Hey Arnold, that's a pretty good segment. That Murray kid is looking good, but the Bears are about to unleash our young cub, so prepare for domination. We actually got a segment of our own, and it's called Versus. We start with our young cub, the rookie QB, Justin Fields versus a Brown. First of all, brown is just a color, and it's not as pretty as orange and navy blue, so that is an easy win for Fields. If we're talking about the Browns football team, then they got a leg up on Justin Fields' team, but we believe the kid will shine bright in Cleveland for his first start. Next versus David Montgomery versus Myles Garrett and Jadavian Clowney. With all due respect, keep the clowns off the football field, Cleveland. Yeah, we don't have time for jokes and funny faces. Montgomery totals 89 yards and 1 touchdown. Garrett and the Clown combined for 1.5 sacks. The Bears D versus Brownies offense. Look, I love me a few brownies and pastries before kickoff, but I will tell you one thing. This ain't going to be no cakewalk for the Browns. Yeah, our D is up and down. We lost big in week 1, but I promise you a real solid game by Khalil Mack and the boys. Alright, we're hungry for some pizza. Which one of you boys is cooking up some deep dish? I'm not cooking. Yeah, you're gonna cook. I'm not gonna be cooking this time.
Thank you so much, Ditkas, for sharing your knowledge and passion for Chicago sports. This has been a great, exciting first show for me to host, and I hope everyone tunes in every week. Depending on schedule, we plan to drop shows Wednesday or Thursday before the first game of the week starts. Right, I think I'm getting some. Hold on. Please hold 1 second. Okay, yes. Yes, the producers are telling me we have a quick injury update to report before we sign off today. So, yeah, I believe we're going to go to him now. Salvador, I think he's ready. Salvador, please, when you are ready, please. Yes. A quick update for everyone. As the Ditkas have already made this clear, it goes to show how well connected they are in Chicago. The news is true. Rookie QB Justin Fields will be getting his first start over Andy Dalton, who is week to week. Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins did not practice Wednesday and is considered questionable for week 3 at Pittsburgh. That is all. Namaste. Thank you for the quick update, Salvador. As I was saying, the plan is to drop shows Wednesday or Thursday before the first game of the week kicks off. The man who ran the show for many seasons has entered retirement, and my only hope is to carry on in his legacy the best way possible. I hope the fans will embrace me and welcome me to this amazing show. I love fantasy football with all of my heart and would love nothing more than to help you fantasy freaks win. Good luck in week 3. And please, drop as many comments, questions as you like, and someone who has appeared on the show will personally answer them. If you want someone specific to answer your question, just shout them out by name, and they will be sure to answer your questions.